Hello everyone, Aaron Bow here, or Yami Aaron, which this channel is called. And I'm going to bring you today a Unchained Necrofear deck, focusing a lot around the Fiends, level 8s, and special summoning to your opponent's side. So, taking your opponent's monsters as well. So, that should be fun. So, one of your main monsters in this deck is the Dark Necrofear, pretty much having 3 Fiends in the grave, banishing them, special summoning this for a 22 beater. If it is destroyed by a battle or card effect, equip 1 targetable monster on your opponent's side of the field, so that's pretty dang good right off the bat, honestly. So we do run all Fiends in this deck, so it's pretty easy to summon her out. And also last October 2019, we did get new support for our foul Necrofear in the form of Curse Necrofear, pretty much the backwards version of Dark Necrofear. Target those 3 banished fiends, bring them, shuffle them into the deck, and then special this one for a 22 beater. So it's basically pretty much the backwards, which is Dark Necrofear at 22 attack. This one has 22 defense. So if it is destroyed by battle or card effects, special summon it again from the graveyard, of course, and destroy up to the number of spell and trap cards you have on. Destroy your opponent's card up to the number of spell and trap cards you have face up on your field. There you go, that's better. So this one's pretty dang amazing. Could use some more support, but honestly, for like a 20-year-old monster, I'm happy I have new support. And also, since your opponent's gonna have some pesky unremovable monsters, I like to run 3 lava golems. Also works really well. Sorry about that interruption. As I was gonna say, lava golem works really well with Unchained Soul of Rage, because to bring this one out, you use your Unchained monster and then target a special summon monster, which Unchained Anguish does not have that restriction. You can target any monster that is normal summon or special summon. So that's a quicker way to get out Unchained Rage, targeting a special summon. And it's also good to hit your opponent for 1,000 and removing 2 pesky monsters they might have. So really good card indeed to remove anything. I didn't use the Fiend Kaiju because it's a level 7, and I kind of didn't work with the build I have at the moment. So yeah. And also another 3 of Abominable Unchained Soul. Honestly, this was the first Unchained monster I've ever saw, and it was pretty good. If your opponent destroys any card you control by battle or card effect, special summon it. You have the option to discard a card to destroy something your opponent has. So honestly, Blue Eyes attack had but not a 25 defense, so I don't even know why I brought up the comparison. It's pretty dang good, honestly, and it's a level 8, so it's gonna work really well with the rest of our monsters, so that is pretty dang good. And yeah, if it is destroyed by battle or card effects, sent to the graveyard this turn, and at the end phase comes back, and then you have the option again to discard a card from your hand to pop something that your opponent controls. So that is pretty dang good as well. So definitely a 3 of in an Unchained deck. It was support that came out later on. So also, if it gets destroyed again, this time instead of sending it to the graveyard, you send it to the bottom of the deck. Actually, I think if it leaves the field in general the second time. But anyways, next card, we have Unchained Soul of Disaster, I believe. Yes, it should be Disaster. Nice little wolf, flame wolf. Anyways, with this one, the first floating effect isn't all that great because, 300 attack for each Unchained you have in the graveyard. That's okay, but you're starting out at 0, so don't worry about that one. If anything, once you have it out in the field, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, then link away to Unchained Soul of Rage. So only using that 1 monster, so there's no, oh man, let me pick 2 of my monsters and then go right into Anguish. No, it does not work like that. So if this card is on the field, is destroyed by battle or card effects, you can target 1 Unchained monster in your graveyard, except this one, and then special summon it. So it goes, it loops with either this one or one of the Unchained twins, which I do only have 1 of them in this deck. I mean, honestly, it's just preference because they're not, the other two are not that great, but they're more destroying themselves. So yeah, I'll just keep that to one. And another three of I have is Danger Unchained, Danger Chupacabra Unchained. That'd be pretty cool. This one basically you reveal it, special summon it if it's not the chosen card, but if it is the chosen, send it to the grave and target another danger monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Unfortunately, this is the only danger fiend they have in its archetype, so I only run Danger Chupacabra. Would be better if there was more fiends, so this one could work in tangent with that one, I guess. So I could special the other one when this one's discarded, but 15 is okay. It's a level 4, so could work good with rank 4s, but I don't have any in the deck, unfortunately, because it's still a different build now. You could swap it out for like that one light sworn on the beetle sworn. I don't know, but it's something that if your opponent summons a monster like level 5 or higher, discarding an underlayer unit and destroy it. But anyways, that's a whole different thing. I also run 2 of Gerardo. I know it's Geragito, I guess so. Anyways, if you enter the battle phase or you're being attacked or you're gonna attack, you can special summon it and then gain 1,000 life points. And then the second effect is, say you have Danger Chupacabra on the field for 15. They're attacking it. Tribute this monster to the graveyard. This one, target your monster. This one goes up to 32 because of the 17 gets added to the 15. Boom. Pretty dang good effect right there, honestly. So just running that at 2. I used to run it at 3, but I decided not to. Also, another monster, one of. I have Doomdog Orthus. Used to have this at 3, but after adding all the other things, I decided just to bump it to 1. One of my classic monsters. Basically, if it leaves the field in any shape or form, add 1 level 8 fiend from your deck to your hand. And you can only use it once per turn. So, yeah. And it's a hard once per turn, my ad. Also, another one-off is Unchained Sarama. I like to call her Samara because it's a lot more easier to say, and it's a Mass Effect 2 reference. Just saying. And anyways, if you have this card set, and it is destroyed by battle or card effects, so like Regeki or attacked into it, target 1 Unchained in your deck or hand, special summon it, so works really well with this one to bring it out, or even the other one, which will trigger its effect as well. So that's a very nice thing. And if you say this one gets sent to the graveyard for a tribute, or I think it's a destroyed, yeah, if it is field is destroyed by battle, special summon this one out again. Pretty much do the same cycle, except you won't be able to do it, I think, because it will be face up. Anyways, another 3 of I have is a Battle Fader. Just because I have another link play with, I believe it's the new Relinquish monster that came out in Dual Overload. Of Relinquish Enema, basically. Special summon this monster if you're being attacked directly in the battle phase. And then banish it if it was summoned this way at the end. Not at the end phase. Banish it from if it leaves the field. There you go. So definitely really good for a level 1 monster. And then I'm only running 2 Christmas Kuribo. I know it's Performapal Curry Bible, but I mean, for the love of God, it came out in December. Oh, did it? Actually, no, I'm not sure. But it came in the calendar. Really nice Kuribo. It's basically a draining shield. So if you're a monster, if your opponent monster is attacking you, special summon this monster. This becomes the new target, and then gain whatever you would have lost as life points. So that's pretty dang good, honestly. And then a one-of is a Rainbow Kuribo. Used to run like 7 different Kuribos in this deck. And then now it's only 3 Rainbow Kuribo. So if your monster is attacking, set this in your spell and trap zones to equip it to that monster, and that monster cannot attack as long as it is equipped. And if it's in the graveyard from a different turn, special summon it in defense or in attack, but I mean, why would you want to do that? Special summon it in defense, and then banish it if it leaves the field. So, pretty self-explanatory. And that's it for the monsters. I'm going to go on to the spells and traps now. I'm going to be running 3 trade-ins, because if you notice, we run a lot of level 8s in this deck, and it's good if you have the Unchained Soul of Disaster in the graveyard. So, because if you have that one in the grave, you can use the other trap that I'll be showing you later on to special summon it. So that is honestly really handy. So let me show you. I think those are all the monsters. Yeah, pretty much running all of these level 8 fiends. So I mean, if you're bricking, you can pretty much just summon any. I showed you this one twice. Jesus Christ. Where's the lava going? At the very bottom. Jesus Christ. There you go. Running all of these level 8s. And if you're running all 3, and all of these at 3, you're honestly going to have a lot of draw power with that. And not to mention the Danger Chupacabra. So, honestly, a really good draw spell. Maybe if Pot of Greed is out the ban list, it never will happen, but it'd be good. So another 2 of is Power the Guardians, honestly, because if you have like Unchained Soul, I mean, you're probably not going to keep it on the field for long. So where's the last one? You have Unchained Abomination, pretty much. Your monster's not going to get destroyed. I mean, that could be said for anything that's equipped to Power the Guardians. So it's good to have an undestructible monster. So that's why I run a 2 of. I mean, equip it to anything, it'd be pretty dang good. A 1 of Regeki. Apparently, I took out Monster Reborn from this deck. So I mean, Regeki's pretty dang good. So it's at limited at the moment. So just running at 1. I mean, there's not really much reason to run it at 3 or anything. So, 3, now onto the traps. We're running 3 Abominable Chamber of the Unchained. Ooh, okay, so basically this one is, okay, so say you have it set. Your opponent destroys it with an MST or something. So it goes to the graveyard, special summon an Unchained from your deck or hand. Wait, no. Special summon an Unchained from your deck if it is destroyed. Or you could also activate it, which will let you special summon an Unchained from your graveyard or from your hand. Which is why I happen to mention the little combo with trade-in. And then being able to special summon. Where is it? I should have sworn I had it right here. And then after you trade in this one, activate this, pretty much bring it out, and then target your monster to link away to Unchained Solar Rage. So that's a good little 3 of, honestly, because if they're destroying your back row, you want to get them consequences. And also, since if you're dueling with friends, they're obviously going to remember the deck you have. So it's good to hide some of these. Solemn Strike. They're like, oh man, I don't want to destroy your back row, so you're going to keep this one in the secret, you know? They're not going to suspect it, so honestly, it's pretty good for to negate some summons. I mean, that cost is really low. Pretty dang good card. And also, since your opponent's going to think you have something like this, I have 2 Waking the Dragons. So if your opponent destroys it, you can pretty much special summon anything from your deck or extra deck, which you will want from the extra deck most of the time. So if you're playing with a friend, then be like, oh damn, he has that. Oh, but what if it's this? So he destroys it, thinking it's this, and it's gonna be that, and then you got a pretty good monster in the field now. So that is it for the cards in the deck. Time to move on to the extra deck, and I'm running the Bane monster, I guess, if you want. 3 Unchained Soul of Rage. Basically, with this one, quick effect, which is pretty good. It is a quickie. So it's target 1 monster your opponent controls that it was special summon, and then link away to 1 dark link monster except this one. So pretty much you can go into anything that is dark. But most of the times you're going to want to... Also, if it is destroyed, you could... What the hell can you do? You can target 1 fiend monster in your graveyard, except this one added to your hand. So it is a hard once per turn as well. So Only running 2 of the Unchained Anguish. Don't really need it any more than 2, so I'm pretty good with that. So you can target one monster your opponent controls, link away to one dark link monster except this one. And then by only using this one and your opponent's monster, you can target one. If this monster is destroyed, you can target one fiend in your graveyard, except this one, add it to your hand, and that is also a hard once per turn. And also the big boss in this deck, or the extra deck if you will, Unchained Soul Abomination. Basically, this one destroys everything, every chance it gets. If I end my turn, destroy something. If my opponent ends his turn, destroy something. If my opponent attacks a face down monster, destroy something. Basically pretty much. If you MST something, destroy something. So at all times he's gonna be destroying something. So this is pretty dang cool. Unfortunately, if this one is destroyed, you cannot add a fiend to your hand, which is a little bit disappointing. So, and none of those I believe are once per turn. Yeah, I don't think so. Sorry for the interruption again. So I'm running 2 Relinquish Enema. Honestly, for the name of this monster, I wish they had gone with Relinquish. You know how Linkuriboh has the little pun, Linkuriboh. I really wish this went with Relinquished. I mean, it's right there. You just need the K for Relinquish. But 2 Relinquish Enemas. I mean, the play you can do is a special summon the Battle Fader, ending your opponent's battle phase, and then right away link away to Unchained. Relinquished Enema, or Relinquish as I like it to call it. So another couple of one-ups, like at Stardust Spark Dragon, good for protection. 1 Beals the Diabolical Dragon, and then 1 last warrior returning from another planet. So honestly, good targets for your Waking the Dragon. Protection, and this one, honestly, that's a mess, really. So those are pretty good targets for Waking the Dragon. Number 88 Gimmick Puppet of Leo. I mean, honestly, it's like a Destiny board win, but a little slower, so a little faster actually. Never mind. A number 23 Lancelot, and a number 81 Supreme Rail Cannon of Super Doras. So these are pretty good targets for. Actually, no, this one you could actually bring it out naturally because it's just 2 level 8. So pretty good back removal and everything, negations and stuff. And this one is a Awaken the Dragon target, which a heavy beater right there. So guys, that's it for my deck profile. Hopefully you enjoyed. Maybe you'll like to play this deck one day. So I'm sorry for all the little interruptions. It's been a while since I've done a deck profile. It's been like about 3 months since I made the Lava Golem deck. Actually, I think it might be 8 months. But anyways, I don't want to make this video any longer. So hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, have a good one.